So today I am going to be doing a TCA peel. Now, why do a TCA peel? My skin is dull, it's ruddy, I have an incredibly oily T-zone, so I get a lot of clogged pores. I have wrinkles, a lot of wrinkles, and just general sagging. The biggest reason for doing a TCA peel for me is my hyperpigmentation. Now, I've always had freckles as long as I can remember, and I've always hated my freckles as long as I can remember. So what is a TCA peel going to do for me? Essentially, what a TCA peel is a controlled destruction of the skin. It removes the epidermis, which is the top layer of the skin, and any pigmentation that is in that top layer of the skin is sloughed off along with the dead skin. Before I jump into applying the peel, I wanted to talk very briefly about what I have done to prep my skin for the peel. Obviously, the first thing I did was I washed my face, and I used a very gentle oatmeal soap just to remove as much oil as I could from my skin. I've also spent the past couple of days exfoliating, with a mitt, just to try and get any sort of, peeling bits of skin off. Anything that I can manually sort of mechanically remove before the peel is going to help the peel to penetrate better. I've also used a BHA scrub and a BHA moisturizer on my face for the past couple of days. Again, just to allow the peel to penetrate more easily. I also used an AHA fruit peel, and that sounds fancy. By that, what I mean is just a cut up chunk of pineapple. This has an ingredient called tourmaline in, and that is an AHA, an alpha hydroxy acid, which again eats away at the top layer of skin, and it's again really good for just prepping your skin. So within the past couple of days, I've done all that. And with that being said, let's jump on into applying the peel. So the peel that I am going to be using is by the brand RePare, R-E-P-A-R-E Skincare, and it is their 25% TCA Medical Grade Peel. And here I am just preparing the neutralizing solution with baking soda, just in case I end up needing it. All right, so I've got my hair up, I've got the headband on, I've got my gloves ready to go. Now, one thing I should mention is I'm just going to be doing the peel on my mask area. The reason for that is I don't have a full 10 days off work, and the healing process is quite visually traumatic. Let's just put it that way. And I work in a hospital, and I can't be showing up to the patient bedside with like huge chunks of my face falling off. What I have opted to do is just do the peel in the area where my mask is. So I have a mask here, and I'm just going to trace out the outline of the mask and guide me as far as where to actually place the peel. Anytime I'm out in public, I will be wearing my mask, so you're not going to be able to see any of the horrendous peeling. What I'm just going to do is use an old eyeliner pencil and just kind of go ahead and trace, roughly where the peel is going to be going. All right, it's done. Okay, so stage 2 is to apply some alcohol, and this stuff is 70%. Whew. Like it's, oh. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be dramatic, but Now, one thing I've learned with applying TCA peel is that I am a giant freaking wuss. I've seen videos of other YouTubers putting these peels on, and they're just sort of like, oh, it's just stinging a little bit. I put it on and it's like, oh God, it feels like my face is melting off. So what I have learned to do is to actually apply the peel in kind of smaller segments. If I apply the peel to my whole face, it is so unbearable that I can't actually keep the peel on long enough to, actually see a result. I have to go wash it off after like 30 seconds. Like the pain is just too intense. And I don't know if that's just me. I don't see other YouTubers having this issue, but for me, a 25% peel is painful. I mean, it is painful. So what I'm gonna do, I think, we're gonna aim for doing this side here, and then this side here, and then my chin and my nose. We'll do it in 3 segments. So what I'm gonna do is put a little bit of this peel on a Q-tip. It's like a flat Q-tip. I don't know if you can hear my neighbor upstairs. I have a neighbor that I think owns a herd of bison. Does anyone else have that? Okay, so here we have the TCA peel on the Q-tip. And I usually just do one little swipe and just kind of see, like that is already really stinging me. Yeah, that is stinging. That is really stinging. You're supposed to leave it on for 5 minutes or until it self-neutralizes. Yeah, my eyes are starting to water. So this is why I can't do my whole face. Now this frosting effect means that the peel is working. It's essentially the proteins in your skin coagulating and essentially kind of frying. I mean, a lot of people recommend having a fan. I don't have a fan right now, so I can't do that. As the skin starts to frost, you can then look and just see are there any areas that you maybe miss. Because if they are, this is the time to just go over them. And yeah, as soon as you reapply a layer, it hurts. It really, really hurts. So I'm just doing some deep breathing here. I can also feel my face getting very, very kind of stiff. Like, if I try and smile, it's almost like it feels like it wants to crack. It feels like I've got like a mud mask on that's dried. So I did take a before temperature, and I'm now going to take a during temperature here. So let's see what we get. 38.1. It was 37.1 before, so it has definitely raised the temperature of my skin. The pain has subsided enough, but I think I can go ahead and do this side. So let me move my peel over to here so I can access it. So I'm going to turn this way now. And again, I do one swipe and just to kind of get a feel for, is it tolerable before I cover my whole face? It's never tolerable, but you know, I just want to check I'm not going to have like some sort of an allergic reaction to it.
Okay, so this is me directly after neutralizing the peel with my bicarbonate of soda, just patting my face dry with a towel.
So this is immediately after doing the TCA peel. My eyes are super red because it's just so strong that it, you know, really makes your eyes water. As you can see, it is frosting like crazy. Some areas have kind of dripped and frosted a little bit more. It's very red. It still feels very warm. The nose is kind of a bit splotchy. That's always the case for me for some reason. The chin frosted really well. And here's the side here. So yeah, this is what this is looking like immediately after putting the peel on. Okay, so now that I have finished doing the actual peel, I'm going to slather my face in Vaseline. This is recommended to really help protect the skin from cracking too early. It also adds a physical layer of protection against any sort of potential pathogens that might be trying to get into your skin. So this is what things are looking like about half an hour after doing the peel. So a lot of the frosting is starting to subside. As you can see, there's still a couple of streaks here and there. For the most part, it's now just looking very red. And it feels very tight and it feels very hot. Really like a bad sunburn. But my eyes have stopped hurting. They've stopped watering. My thick layer of Vaseline on. Okay, so it is now about 5 hours later, and I just wanted to give you a quick update on what's going on with my skin before I go to bed for the night. My skin is just starting to darken. It feels very hot and very puffy and very sunburned. I've got my layer of Vaseline on right now. The pigmentation, like I say, is just starting to darken, and it's really noticeable underneath my jawline. It's quite hard to show you. But I definitely do see a darkening. That's where we're at 5 hours in.
Okay, so just to wrap up, here are the before photos again, before I did the peel today, so you can see my freckles and my hyperpigmentation and just general unevenness and dullness. And then here is the during, where all of the frosting has taken place. You can clearly see where the peel has been applied, and there's a ton of redness going on as well. And here is the peel 5 hours after, and as you can see, my skin is clearly starting to darken. So that's about it for this video. Stay tuned for another video coming next week. I will be showing you the progress my skin is making over the next 7 days with this peel. It's going to be an exciting video, so I hope you will come back and check in, and I will see you then. Thanks ever so much for watching.